We start on our chair, have your feet flat on the floor, toes are pointing forward, and when I say that, let's see if we can have our thighs going forward too. Sometimes I like to collapse in. Let's see if we can have them forward, arms by your side, shoulder roll. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. From the shoulder roll, take a big inhale. We'll take a couple of these. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, blow it out. We have 2 more. It's an inhale and an exhale. One more time. Big inhale. Arms relaxed by your side. Bring the right arm up. We're going to sweep the right arm up. And today for your stretch, bend at the elbow and add a little lean. Now that might feel better for your shoulders if your shoulders tend to be tight. Now bring it down. Here's the other side. Arm goes up. Bend at the elbow. Add your lean. So this is always an option if that feels better than keeping the arm straight. Now, other option, arm is straight. This is what I generally do, but remember the bend is an option too. Let's do that one more time on this side. Up, you could bend it or keep it straight and then bring it down. Take a big shoulder roll, open your arms to the side. We're lifting our chest with an inhale, hugging a bowl as you exhale. This movement, chest opens, upper back opens. Inhale, chest opens. Exhale, upper back opens. One more time, big inhale. Here is the exhale. Let's keep our arms to the side. Keep your palms down. Take little circles in one direction. Now, I don't want you to be up at your neck and your shoulders. Relax them down. Change directions. Switch your palms towards the ceiling, your fingers towards your shoulders. Here comes elbow circles. Up and around, up and around. Elbows go around. Change directions. Take the elbows in the opposite direction. One more time, open your arms all the way up. Take a big inhale. Now you're going to give yourself a hug, but this time, let's take our hands right to our shoulders and add it right here. Then open the arms, make sure you switch. It's the other arm on top, shoulders relax. Let's do that one more time on each side. Inhale, open, bring it across, relax. Here's the open, and there's your cross, relax. You're gonna bring your arms back by your side. We're gonna stretch our fingers, lift our toes. There's the stretch of your fingers, toes come up, you're moving through your ankles. You make a fist and lift your heels. You stretch your fingers, lift your toes. Make a fist, lift your heels. We'll do this a few times. Get the movement in your ankles, in your hands. There's fingers and toes, fists and heels. Let's do that one more time. Stretch out your fingers, lift your heels. Feet are flat, wrist circles. Take it in one direction, wrist circles in the other direction. Arms can relax. We're lifting our right leg just enough to add ankle circles. Change directions with the circles. Set the right foot down, lift the left. Here's your ankle circles. Mobility. Change directions. Set the left foot down. Right leg comes out. Maybe you lift it a little higher. Maybe you can hug it in. Let's pull the toes up and now point the toes down. Pull the toes up, point them down. One more time. It's a pull and a point. Foot goes down. Here's the other side. Knee comes up. Pull the toes up. Point the toes down. Up and down. One more time. Up and down. Feet are flat. Open your feet a little bit wider. Hands are on your thighs. Here's your circles. Upper body circles. Take it around. Take it around. Now we change. It goes in the other direction. Finish this circle. Keep your hands on your lap. Add a lean forward. Drop your right shoulder. Bring it to center. Drop the left shoulder. This is upper back mobility. So we're working on keeping the hips spread. Just drop the shoulder just enough to feel the stretch in the upper back. Bring it back to center. Now, if it feels good for you, feel free to slide down. You can take it more into a forward fold. I know a lot of people, it feels good. Soften your neck, round through your back. Take your stretch, but if your head should not go below your heart, then keep it lifted up a little higher. Use your breath, bring it all the way up. Take your time right here. You're going to bring your legs back in front, arms up by your side. You're going to stretch your wrist, forearms. Inhale, bring it up. Here's the exhale, float it back down. Now this is for your wrist and forearms. You inhale up, you exhale, release it down. Here comes the inhale and the exhale. Here comes the inhale and the exhale. We'll do one more of these. We're going to work with your breath. Now this time we're going to bring our arms out in front. You're going to bring your arms out in front. They're going to be palms down. I'm going to have you do a little rotation and tap your shoulders and then bring it back out. So this move is specifically if you have issues with your elbows, tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, anything like that, you might feel the tightness. And if your elbows don't give you issues, we're just working on keeping the mobility here. We're going to do one more. Palms down, there's that little rotate. Bring your arms by your side. Take a big shoulder roll right into a shoulder shrug. You're going to slide your shoulder blades up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Slide your shoulders down. Slide up. Squeeze together. Slide down. There's your up. Squeeze. Down. One more time. Up. Together, release. Go ahead, release it out right there. We're going to take this into some marching. Now, with marching, you have your choice. It could be heels here. You can make it bigger. Here comes bicep curls. From the bicep curls, add some side raises. There's arms to the side. You can keep it big or small. Tap your toe to the front, keep the arms to the side. So you're going to take a little tap and bringing in a little bit of coordination, moving upper and lower body. That means we're also doing a little bit of cardio. Keep the toe tapping to the front. Push your arms up overhead. If that's not for you, you can keep it to the side. You could take it back into biceps. There's your 4, 3, 2. Now you're going to push your arms front and back. There comes your front and back. Front and back. Front and back. You take one more on each side. Let your arms relax. Shake it out. Grab a sip of water. Chair squats here. Feet are going to be about the width of your chair. Feet are going to be flat down on the floor. I'm going to have you push your feet into the floor right there. Push down. So now we're working on strength. You want to feel your thighs get engaged. Row is relaxed. Let your shoulders relax. You just want to feel the work in the thighs. Pushing down for 4, 3, 2. Relax everything right there. Tap it out. We'll do this one more time. Here comes push the feet down. Push down, push down, push down. Keep pushing for 4, 3, 2. Relax everything right there. Tap it out. Arms are going to cross in front. We're going to bring in our core. Add your lean forward. Now we have to be active here. Think of pulling the belly button in. Sitting up tall, adding your lean back. This is core. Be nice to your low back. Hold it here, right? We're strengthening. sit up tall, add a lean forward, a little or a lot, and you want to think, pull the belly in, stay active, sit tall, lean back just enough that you're all in your core. We are going to do this one more time. You sit tall. Add your lean to the front. And now you add your lean to the back. You bring yourself up. Your arms go in front. And now you're going to take a little rotate and reach. There's the hold. Bring it to center. Rotate, little reach here. Think more like your obliques, the side of your core. Bring it to center. Here comes the other side. Rotate, reach. And now we take it to the other side. Rotate and reach. Bring it back to center. Let your arms come down. Take a little shoulder roll. We're going to stand up. Push your feet into the floor. Bring yourself up into standing. We'll start with our tightrope. We'll move on from there. Balance first. Heel toe. Stand up tall. Now chair is here if you want it, or hands come to your heart center. Take a little rocking forward back. You want to make sure your weight is even. Once you have that, add a twist to the right. Bring it to the front. Add your twist to the left. Bring it to the front. Relax this side. Switch. Opposite foot comes to the front. Stand up tall. Hold it here. Take your twist to the right. Center. Twist to the left. Center. Relax it. Take your feet next to each other so you can take your hip circles in one direction. Hip circles in the other direction. Step touches next. We step far enough behind our chair. You're going to step to one side. Step to the other side. You can step up and over. That's an option. Challenges your balance a little bit more. You can also keep your feet low. You don't need to do the full step up and over. Now, when we get to the left side again, we're going to walk up 3 steps and walk back. So now you're going to go right into your 3 steps up, 3 steps back. So these are all moves working with balance because we're going to work on stepping forward and then walking and stepping back. So, and again, you always do what's comfortable for you. If you feel uncomfortable or unsteady, use your chair, stay close to your chair. We'll do this one more time. You're taking a double step touch to the side here. So you have 2 step touches. This is always option 1. If you want to step cross, that's your option 2. One more time in each side. We're going to take it back and forth. We'll then meet behind our chair. We're working on our heel lifts. There comes more balance work. Now, the closer your feet are next to each other, the more challenging it'll be. I have mine under my hips. You can always take them closer if you're getting really good at this. I also have my fingertips very, very lightly on the chair as I lift my heels. And then you bring your heels down. Here comes the lift of the heels, little pause. Bring it down. We lift the heels, take a pause. Really sit down. Let's do that one more time. Here's the lift and the pause. And really sit down. We're going to go ahead, take our feet a little bit wider. We're coming into our side lunges here. Toes are facing out. And then you slide off to one side. And now you slide off to the other side. Here comes your slide to the right. And now your slide to the left. Little bit of strength, right? We're strengthening the bending leg, stretching the opposite leg, the straight leg. There's your 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish this. And now you're going to bring yourself into a little plie. So just bend your knees, slide down. I'm going to add on a little different variation today. Arms are going to be goalposts. Little twisting here. So I want you to pay attention. We're twisting in our upper back. Hips can stay to the front. Now, if you don't want to have your legs bent in your plie type motion, you're going to have straight legs. See if you can make this little flowy movement through the upper back. So this is working on mobility through our upper back area. Helps with our posture to be able to keep our mobility. Finish that. Relax your arms, bring it all the way up. Feet are coming about hip width apart. Push your hips back. This is your chance to stretch through the back of the legs, the hamstrings. Support yourself. If you ever feel discomfort in your low back, make sure you bend your knees, push your hips back, give yourself a stretch there. Start bringing yourself all the way up. We're going to reach our arms up right here, and then we're going to add a stretch off to the side. I'm adding a little bit of extra stretch right here. Now, I'm going to have you cross the right foot behind the left. You might want to hold on to your chair. It is a little bit of a balance. Right here is one option. Lifting up and over is another. And remember earlier we did it with the bent arm. That might feel better for you. So you're going to find where it works. Bring your arms down. Uncross your feet. Take the hands to your low back. And then lift your chest up. And I want you to think, lift up. I don't want you to lean back. I want you to open your chest in front of the shoulders. Stand up tall. Sweep the left arm up. Once it's up, it's a little lean. The left leg goes behind the right. Then you have the choice. Maybe you just bend the elbow, take the stretch. Maybe you reach and you lengthen. All kinds of variations. I'm giving them to you. If you're having shoulder issues, you might feel better here. If your balance is off, you might choose not to cross your legs. And then you're going to bring your arms down. Uncross your feet, take your hands right to your low back, lift your chest. This is really about lengthening and opening up the chest, but also releasing the low back. This should feel good. Bring yourself all the way up. Take a low shoulder roll. Bring yourself next to your chair. I'm taking you into a hinge movement. It is hands behind your head. I know this is a big movement, so if this doesn't work to have your elbows open, feel free to take your arms in front. We are adding a hinge, meaning you're pushing your hips back, keeping the knee soft, and then you engage and bring yourself up. So the hinge movement means we're working on strengthening our hamstrings, our glutes. Right here is core as you press the hands into your head if they're behind your back, behind your head. There comes the hinge. Push your hips away. Here comes the lift. We have one more to go. Push your hips away. Bring it all the way up. Let your arms drop by your side. Add a march. Marching is balancing because we're working on being on one leg at a time. You can keep your march smaller. I'm going to challenge some of you to go bigger if it works for you today. There's your march, 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 march. Keep the march going. We're going to slow down the march, and we're going to work on balancing, lifting our knee. Chair is here if you want it. Maybe the toes stay down. Maybe you lift a little. Maybe you lift a little bit more. Hold the knee lift. I'm going to have you hold it for about 5 more seconds. foot goes down, and now we switch to the other side. Here comes a little, a lot. Remember, your chair is there if you want it. And there's the hold. Relax the leg down. We're going into heel to the glutes. We're still balanced. Bring the heel up. Now I'm bringing it up behind me. Same idea. Hold it. Remember, chair is here. I'm going to use my chair now. There you go. Find your balance. Relax it. Here comes the other side. Heel comes up. Hold it. And go ahead. Leg goes down. We take some leg swings. This is hip mobility. Relax the hip. You're done doing some balancing for a little bit. So there we go. Swing it forward, back, forward, back. Here comes the other side. We're going to practice our star pose, which is really standing with our leg out to the side. I'm going to have you bring it behind the chair. This way, if you want to use the chair, you can. You'll see toes out to the side. I'm going to lift my opposite arm. Lift the leg a little, but right here, right? Maybe you keep your toes down. Maybe you lift it a little bit. It does take some strength. We're going to hold it. 5 more seconds. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Release it. Here comes the other side. There's toe to the side. Here comes the left. And then we just hang out there. Hold it. You can always set the toes down. In 3, 2, 1. Take your hip circles. That just should feel good. Loosen them up. Take it around in one direction. Take it around in the other direction. We're going to have a seat on the chair. Take a sip of water. We're also going to grab our hand weight. So after you take your sip of water, if you choose to, you can grab one hand weight in each hand. Today, I'm going to add combination moves, meaning we'll do upper and lower body together. I'm going to have you put one weight on your right knee, bicep curl on the other side. Bring the knee, curl up, set it down. This is going to work your quadricep and your bicep. And we take our time as you lift and lower. Now, weights are always optional. You might choose to skip the weights. And then I also need you to really pay attention to what you're feeling, right? Sometimes when we do a movement, maybe you don't feel it where you're supposed to. So then we need to make adjustments, or you need to skip the move, okay? Because not every move is appropriate for every body, right? Here we go. Relax that side. Here comes the other side. Curl up, release down. There's your lift and your lower. And I know I'm doing the arm and the leg, but it gives you a chance to really focus. What are you feeling on each side? Are you feeling it in your bicep, which is the front of the upper arm? Are you feeling it in your quadricep? If you're feeling it more in your hip, maybe you need to move the leg outer in a little bit. You have one more to go. Once you finish that, the foot can stay down. We're going into reverse flies. Reverse flies mean you add a hinge forward, and now you take the arms to the side. You release them back down. Now I want you to think, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You have your lift and your lower. We're doing 2 more here. One more time, preferably look down towards the floor for your neck. Otherwise you pinch. Lift just the right arm. Same move, but the right arm lifts. We'll do that 4 more times. Lift just the right arm and bring it down. Lift, and lower. You have 2 more. 1 and 2. Switch sides. Here comes lift, lower, lift, lower. We have one more fly on this side. And then once you finish that, you can go ahead, bring yourself up, give yourself a little shoulder roll. We're gonna have you take your palms, they're gonna face back and lean forward, and then you press your arms back, release them down. There's your press, the release. Combination move, triceps, back of the shoulders again. But we want to think, pull the belly button in. I don't want you arching your back. We want to keep the core snug. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. Now we're coming into a posture exercise. You're going to take your palms up and you're going to take your arms. They're not to the front. They're not to the side. They're taking out diagonal. Takes a lot of core when you do this. When you take weights away from your body, embrace your core and then lift. Release it down. There's your lift and your release. There's your up and your down. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. Relax your arms here. Take your heels out in front. I'm going to set my weights on my thighs. They don't actually do anything though. We're going to drag our heels to the chair. I haven't done this move for a while. Well, when we were on break, but since then, this is a hamstring strengthener. You get your hamstrings stronger because you're going to drag your heels towards your chair so you can strengthen the glutes and the hamstrings. Now that's different than pushing down, right? We're gonna pull back. Think of the move as if you're trying to pull your chair forward by dragging your heels in. If your chair had wheels, you would dig in and bring the chair forward. We have a couple more to do. There's your out and your pull. Let's do one more. And you should really feel the back of your legs working, even your glutes. Once you finish that one, let your legs relax. I'm doing some overhead presses here. Again, maybe you do one at a time. There's your overhead, and you bring it down. Overhead, bring it down. I'm showing 2 different styles, versions today. This is one, maybe this feels best for your shoulders. Or you could take your palms in and press overhead this way, and that might feel better for your shoulders. We're changing the direction of our shoulders, so sometimes that can relieve some of the pressure. Right there, go ahead, bring it down. You're gonna set your weights down underneath your chair. Take a sip of water again. If you want to take a sip of water, I am doing a couple more posture moves. I wanted to do them without weights today. We're going to add our lean forward, where you take your arms out to a Y. You pull your elbows back to a W. Fingertips touch the side walls. Fingertips sweep back. There's your up. T to the side, W, Y. You bring your elbows back to a W, fingers touch the side, T, I, squeeze back. T, W, Y. One more time, W, T, I, T, W, Y. Hands come down, bring yourself up, drop your arms, give yourself a big shoulder roll. Roll the shoulders around. Here's your shoulder shrug. We did it earlier. Pull your shoulders up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, relax them down. One more time. Lift, squeeze, release. Slide the right leg out in front. Take a hamstring stretch. We're going to start right here. I want you to pull your toes up, giving yourself a big stretch down the back of the leg. You might feel it all the way to your heel. Drop the bottom of the foot down. Start bringing yourself up. Slide the right leg in. Left leg goes out. Toes are up. Start with a hold here. And again, maybe you reach down. Drop the bottom of the foot. Bring yourself all the way up. Slide the leg in. We're going to take our legs out wide. Come down to your forearms. Drop your right arm. Sweep the right arm around. And open up here. First, feel the stretch down the side. If it works for you, walk the right foot out. And we're adding a little more stretch. Take the right arm, bring it to the right leg, and now left arm goes up. Now you're taking a stretch to the front. Bring the arm down, slide the leg in, come back to your forearms. We'll take it to the other side. Left arm sweeps around. I want you to feel this stretch first. Left foot can walk out if you choose. Bring the left arm to the left thigh, right arm goes back. Bring the arm down, slide the leg in. I'm taking you into a big spinal twist here. You're going to take the left arm down inside your thigh. It can press there. You're going to open up the right arm. Maybe you feel best holding it here. I'm going to take mine a little bit further, but that doesn't mean you would go further. You would go where it works for you. Then you bring this arm down. Have the right arm inside the thigh, left arm goes up, maybe a little bit more. And now if twisting is not appropriate for your back, you skip all of it. Bring the arm down, take your forward fold, big, small, anywhere in between that feels good. Bring yourself all the way up, slide your legs in. I do want to stretch out the front of our thigh. That means we come to the next to the edge of our chair and you slide the foot back. Now, things to make this stretch more effective. Your front foot should be flat down on the floor. And then once you have this, can you squeeze? So my right leg is back. Can you squeeze the right glute? And what happens is you increase the stretch down the thigh. Leg doesn't have to be back really far to get a stretch here. Arm relaxes, slide the leg in, take it to the other side. So it's not just about putting our bodies in whatever position we think it's in. Let's be active. Think of the foot pressing down. Think of the glutes squeezing. And yeah, sometimes, right, you can feel a little uncomfortable because we're pushing it in places that we need the stretch, right? If your quadriceps are getting tight, you're going to feel it down the front of your thigh. Bring your arm down, slide the leg in. I also want to we stretch the inside and we stretch the outside, which means it could be the crossing of the legs. Now I know not everybody can cross their legs, or shouldn't, I should say. So I'm going to bring my legs up a little bit higher because it's okay for me. And I'm going to use this to stretch the outside, right? I'm going to kind of add a little twist. I'm also going to twist my upper body, making a big double effort here. Bring it to the front. Now, if it's okay for you to take your ankle over, go for it. If you're not supposed to, keep your legs crossed. This, again, big opening for your hip. Not everybody is supposed to do this. If it causes knee pain, do not do this. We don't do anything that causes pain in our joints. Then you would switch sides. You can let that leg go down. Here comes. Cross, cross. Maybe it's a little higher. There's a sit tall, add your twist. But also really focus on getting a stretch through the outer hip with the outer thigh. Bring it back to the front, and you're gonna pick figure 4 wherever it works for you. So you can always straighten the bottom leg. Sometimes that's exactly what you need to be able to get a better stretch in that position. And then go ahead, bring yourself up, bring your feet down. I'm gonna have you just kind of swing them side to side, just a nice little hip relax, let it go right here. You can stop your feet, sit far enough back on your chair. We're gonna take a shoulder roll. I'm gonna have you take the right arm behind your back. Shoulder, neck stretch. We drop the ear to the shoulder. Now just think, is your face forward or is it going up? We want it to be forward. It's going to give us a better stretch in our neck and our shoulder. Now you lift the head, relax the right arm. Left arm is behind. Right ear, right shoulder. To lift the head, relax the arm, give yourself a big shoulder roll. Sweep your arms up. We're going to stretch out our triceps. You drop the right hand behind. Elbow goes up. Fingertips go up, and now you drop the left hand behind. Elbow goes up. Fingertips go up, clasp the hands, flip them towards the ceiling. Release, bring your hands right in front. I want to stretch out our wrists. There comes a stretch. Fingertips kind of pull back. We work on keeping our elbows straight. Sometimes we like to bend our elbow. Same with this. Fingertips go down. You might feel a good stretch there. A little bit more. Can you keep your elbow straight when you do the stretch? Other side. Clasp your hands, and then here comes your figure 8. Little wrist stretches here. I do always stretch out our hands. Just nice to get the movement. Thumb to finger. So you take it from thumb to each finger. Fast or slow. And then you're going to take your hands, stretch them up. Now I like to bring them in front because watch your wrists. The wrists stay straight, elbows stay down, fingers face each other. And then you lift the fingertips back up. Here, fingertips towards each other, fingertips up. Let's do that again. Towards each other, and then up. I'm adding on this time. It's the knuckles bend, and then you bring it up. Bend the knuckles, bring it up. There's bend the knuckles, bring it up. And now I'm gonna have you make a fist. Knuckles, fist, thumb reaches across. That's how you can stretch out your thumb. And then the fingertips go up. There's claw, fist, thumb reaches. One more time, claw, fist, reach. Relax it. Shake it out right here. Shake it out. Hands are on your lap. Neck stretch. Look over your right shoulder. A little bit or a lot. You know what you can do. Look over your left shoulder. Look to the front. Drop your chin to your chest. Lift your chin to the ceiling. Up, 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 up. Look to the front. Drop your arms by your side. Take a big shoulder roll. Here's your inhale. Take a big inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, blow it out. We have 2 more. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, blow it out. One more time. Here comes the inhale. And the exhale. Thank you all very much.